Hello everyone, this is Maggie and we're going to do another haul. Let me just say, the one I did before was a lot of stuff, but this one is also not everything that I bought, but we're just going to let it go. You'll see the rest of the stuff whenever I do my classroom setup. You'll just have to wait till then to see everything else. But I had a ton of people ask me to show what I got from this specific store. So as you can tell from the title, me and my mom drove an hour to go to this specific store, and it is called Lakeshore Learning. And it is a specialty teacher store. And I've seen people talk about it online. I've seen some of their catalogs. I've seen like their website. But I don't know about you, but when it comes to like certain things, I really want to see them in person. So for example, some decor things you just want to see in person. Like a workbook, or like a teaching book. Sometimes I want to see those in person because, you know, you might say, oh, this will work for my kids. And then you start flipping through it and go, oh, it does not work for my kids. And then what are some other things? Certain manipulatives, you know, you might want to see them. So it was definitely worth the drive. And I did find some things. If you're kind of new to everything, I teach high school English, so I was a little bit skeptical about what I might find there for a high school teacher because it does cater to elementary school in terms of manipulatives and resource books and things like that, games, activities, crafts. But since I'm doing small groups this year and I'm doing a lot of manipulatives and I'm doing a lot of one-on-one or 5-on-1 in small group and stuff, I really wanted to go and see what they had. And so it was good. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I got. Now, if you're wanting to watch this because you're excited to see all the decor things I got, I will tell you I really didn't get any decor things. I have about too much decor as it is, and I stopped myself from getting things like border posters and stuff like that because I have too much. I have tons of letters at school. I have tons of border, and I was like, no, Maggie, you can't. And so I didn't. Just for a fun snippet, my mom just retired this past year, and so she was really excited to go with me because she's a former teacher, and she was kind of mad when we got to the store. She was like, why did we never go when I was a teacher? And I was like, you would have cleaned out the store. So, because she taught kindergarten, so I mean, she could have used anything and everything in that place. But she had fun shopping with me, and that place was crawling with teachers. They were doing a back-to-school sale where a lot of things were 20% off. They had some doorbusters. They had some things that were 50% off. And yeah, so if there's anything that you've been kind of on the fence about, now would be a good time to get it while it's on sale. So I'm going to show you what I got now. I'm going to shut up and show you, and let's see. So the first thing is they gave this really cute bag. If you sign up for their texting rewards, you got a free bag, and so you got to pick between this one and another one. I picked this one because the other one said Shaping Young Minds, and Mom was like, yours don't have young minds. And I was like, well, pardon me, I'll get the other bag. So I got this one. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a resource book. So this one is for Greek and Latin roots. It says teaching vocabulary to improve reading comprehension. And at the bottom it says includes word lists, vocabulary sort cards, review game cards, vocabulary quizzes, and review tests. Great for test prep. And then this is supposed to be for grades 4 through 8. So I got this because my honors class does Greek and Latin roots, and we call them stems. And you might have heard me talk about that before. And I don't really do a good job of having us actually practice with them. So I was thinking this year I might want to redo it. So for instance, they'll have like a word list. So this is for graph, which means writing. So there's the list with all the definitions. There is a sorting thing. There is a review thing. There is a vocab quiz. And then I guess what they're saying is at the end of each section, there is a test. I thought it would be good for my kids to have some worksheets and things like that. I think it was a little bit more than I wanted to pay. It may have been $20 for this. I don't know if I put the receipt in the bag. Maybe we'll find it later, but this one didn't have a sticker on it. But I feel like I'm going to use the crap out of this, so it will be worth it. And it's hard for me to find resources like this online for free, so maybe it will be good. So that was the first thing. So this is a Flip to Learn revising and editing guide. And it is to help students revise and edit their writing. And we do a lot of writing, and the kids, when we do revising and editing, we do stations and things, and they work really good, but they really need help with that. So I was thinking this chart would be good for that. Yeah, so it has, like, if you look at all the little tabs around the edge, I'll read them. So this one says revising checklist, overused words, descriptive words, and sensory words, transition words, action words, editing symbols, frequently misspelled words, punctuation, capitalization, and editing checklist. So I think this will be good to set up as a station while we're doing writing to just help them. And I thought this was expensive, but I don't know if I was looking at the price on something else. This was only $5. So this will be worth every penny. And I don't know if you can see on the back, but it has, like, I'm trying to see it too. Like, it'll say like bad, and here's like some other words you can use, and that's something mine definitely need help with. So this, I think, will get used a lot. And it has the little stand where you can make it stand up on its own. So I also got some of these magnetic hooks, and these things are heavy. So I'm hoping that means that the magnet on them is really strong, so I can hang some stuff on my whiteboard. But this one says that you can stick it to whiteboards, filing cabinets, and other magnetic surfaces, and they're metal. So I hope they will hold up. And I will tell you what I'm going to do with these when I show you the other thing that I got to go with them. Here we go. These are friendship hands. So they're called friendship hands, but they're mini accents, and it's a variety pack. And it has 3 different it has a bunch of different colors. It has 12 different colors of hands on it, and there's 3 of each. And I help host Diversity Club at my school, which is kind of like a GSA and also about diversity. And so I thought we were trying to do a bulletin board, so I thought these might be good for that. And I think they ended up being 99 cents a pack. You can't beat that. So I thought those were cute. And I like when things actually have different skin colors. Yay! Because people are not actually white. So here's something else that I bought with no idea in mind. But I really only bought, I think, 2 things that I didn't have an idea for. So these are black and white speech bubbles or thought bubbles, and they're really cute, and they have all different styles that you can see on here. And these say $5.99. I don't know if I actually paid that or if they were on sale, but they're just little bulletin board accents, and I don't know, they match my theme because they're just plain black and white, and I thought I could do something cute with them, so we'll use them. So I got 4 packs of these incentive charts or reward charts or whatever you want to call them. So I got 2 packs that are in this like marquee, and this is like turquoise style. They had some of these in red and black and stuff also. And then I got these like watercolored ones that were pretty. And these say they were $3.99 a piece. They were not. They were on sale. So these are cheaper than $3.99. I think they might have been 20% off. So let me tell you what I'm thinking with these. So since I'm starting to do small groups, I really think I'm going to need some way to keep track of who is working really well in the small group, because we know that if we just let kids go, sometimes they do things and sometimes they don't. And I want to have a way to reward them if they really worked hard that day with me or by themselves, or, you know, with one of my other teachers that's in the room with us. So I thought we could use these. But I think I'm going to have them put these in the front of their interactive notebooks because we don't keep anything in the front of them. We'll just glue them in there. And then I'll go around, and if they worked hard that day or done something good that day or whatever, and I've seen it, give them a stamp, a sticker, or my initials or whatever. And once they fill these up, then I'll have a big prize from them. But I thought this would be good. And you can say whatever you want about high schoolers not liking crap like this, but they do. Mom will fight to the death somebody over some stickers. So don't play me. They have stickers and things that match these, but I have so many stickers that I never use. I was like, we'll just use the stickers I have. Okay, this is the last thing in this bag. So this is something that I think you guys are going to be like, I can't believe you bought that for your kids, but I did. So this is one of the biggest purchases that I made. And it is let me just read it first. Read and respond using evidence card bank. Students analyze fiction and nonfiction text and become more critical readers, and it has 60 cards in it. And as you can see, this is for grade 5. Now, I know you're saying, you teach high school. You're teaching 10th and 12th graders, and you're buying stuff for 5th grade. Well, hold on. Let me explain. So, these are about using evidence to prove your answer. I don't care what grade they're in. They need help with that. So I'm thinking if we can do it with some simple examples that will work for everyone in the room, low and high, then we can get into practice of showing evidence. So this one says, students become better readers as they practice reading for meaning, then write comprehensive answers supported by text evidence. So on the cards, they have a short little thing that they read, and then it has like 2 questions for them to respond to. And one of the things I liked about this, besides the textual evidence, is they're short. And if you're doing small groups, you need them to read something short, and you only need a few questions. So I think this might be a good happy medium or a good amount for my kids. So for instance, this one is called The First Monkey, and it's a Filipino folktale. And it's just a little story, and then it says, so here are the 2 questions. Compare and contrast the old woman and the grandson. Use details from the story to support your answer. That's something we do in high school. And then number 2 says, what do you think the moral or message of the story is? Refer to details in the text when explaining your answer. We do that in high school. So, and then it has some informational text ones, which they would love to put on the EOC for my 10th graders. So that will be good. And just so you can see, that's kind of what the little cards are. And you'll see, this one was $30. But these are really nice. And they are, I'm sure, laminated and will hold up really well, and they come in a nice box. but I do think I'm going to have to hide. I might put a sticker over this thing that says grade 5 because I don't want the kids to be offended that that's what we're using. I'm not saying that's where they're at, but these are good, simple examples for them. And hopefully, even my low readers will still be able to read these cards. That's my hope. So this was a big purchase, but I'm hoping it will be worth it. They had these, I think, for a bunch of different topics. And they had them for a bunch of different grade levels. So if these interest you, you should look them up. They look really nice. One thing that I got was the staple remover. It was $1.99. I spent the end of the year trying to pull all my staples out of the wall, and I had one of them little pinchy things. It didn't work. So my mom said that these work great, so I grabbed one. Oh, these are some cute little bookmarks. So this is 30 bookmarks that say things good readers do, and it just has all the things that good readers do. And these are $3.49, but they were on sale. And I like giving them bookmark reminders of certain things. I make a lot of my own bookmarks, but these work. And I don't have to make them. So that's nice. This is the only decor thing I bought. I have wanted this for a long time, and I've never bought it. And that is magnetic border. Either side where the projector screen is not, to put the agendas for the day and like due dates and things. And I usually just tape some border up on it, and it always gets gross, and sometimes I write on it and I have to throw it away at the end of the year. So I was like, yes, magnetic border for the board. And I don't know how many pieces this has in it. Oh, it's a set of 12. I have to thank my mama for this one. So I have really wanted some of these dry erase pockets or dry erase sleeves that you can put a worksheet or a paper in, and the kids can write on it with dry erase marker, and then you can take it back out and you still have a pretty copy. Yay. This has some math stuff on the back. Yuck. Okay. So I wanted these for that purpose. But one of my new bulletin boards this year is going to be something that I'm going to need to change the piece of paper in a lot, probably. And so I was like, what's a way that I can change the paper often? And Mom was like, get some of these and put them up on the wall, and you can just shoop, 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 shoop. And I was like, genius. So I got 6 of these because I am going to do 6 of those thingies. So these were $2.39 a piece. I got the black ones because that's my thing, but they have them in all kinds of pretty colors. They also have them so they're not sideways like this. So this one opens on the side, but they have some that the opening is up here. And yeah, so I got those. The last thing I got was this white tag board. It's 100 sheets of it, and it is medium weight, and it is big. And let me tell you what I'm going to use this for. So everybody does anchor charts. I saw someone online, I don't know where it was or who it was, somebody put up on their board for their interactive notebook the date, and then the page number, and then what went on it for when the kids get their page number mixed up or when they're absent or whatever. And I was like, genius. So I'm going to do that this year. Well, I looked at anchor charts, and they're expensive. And then I looked at those sticky note pads, and they're expensive. And I have some giant paper at school, but it is giant. Like, it is huge. I don't know where I would put it or what I would do with it or whatever. But I said, I will get this. This is heavyweight paper, and I am going to punch 2 holes at the top, put the magnetic hook on it, and hang it up. And this is a lot smaller, but it's a long piece of paper, and I think it will work really good for that. And if there's any other anchor charts or something that I want to make, I can make them on this, and they won't take up that much room. I can't imagine trying to store anchor. How do y'all store anchor charts or do you remake them every year? I just feel like that's a lot of work. So these will be smaller and easier to store, even though this is pretty big. And this giant pack was $10. So that was nice. And this is like thick. This paper is heavy. We might use some for like projects too, but that's it. That's everything. Yay! Oh, Dixie doesn't like it when she has to do that in my videos. Are you stretching? So, as a high school teacher, I definitely found some things that I could use. If you're a math teacher and you want some manipulatives, they have a bunch of cool games and manipulatives for math. They have a bunch of cool resources for science, like experiments and all those kind of things. As we said, decor stuff, plenty of art stuff for projects. And they seem to definitely embrace diversity, like when they have different colored hands and different colored people colored things, which I like. So if you've never been to a Lakeshore Learning, you should definitely go and look at the stuff. You can order online, but you know, it's just different to go in the store and look at stuff and hold it and think about it. And they got buggies, so you can fill up that buggy. So go ahead and go now while they're doing that back to school sale and stuff is on sale. I will be announcing the winner for my giveaway that was on Instagram on Monday. And I'm really excited for that. Somebody's going to win a lot of cool stuff. So make sure that you have entered that giveaway by going to my Instagram, and there's 2 different ways that you can enter if you just click on my posts. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more awesome content, because the closer we get to back to school, the more exciting things get posted, because I'm going to post classroom setup stuff. I'm going to post my classroom tour for the new year, and probably first day of school, maybe an open house video, and hopefully it all goes well. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you soon.